I'm Daelix, and welcome back to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. And as promised, I will be talking about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Timeline, because it's something that I've come across that people don't quite understand, and I will be doing my best to explain something about it. But let's get into this. Yugi wasn't the only duelist on the island motivated to win the tournament for the loved one, despite being a novice. Oh, I'm burpy. Despite being a novice duelist, Joey had his own reasons for wanting to win. His sister, Serenity. Even though he stole Weevil's gauntlet. It shouldn't really fit him then. I better be the champion for Serenity's sake. She's always counted on me, even when we were kids. I will not be doing a Brooklyn accent for him because I am bad at that. I'm gonna win this tournament and the prize money. I'm gonna make sure you don't lose your eyesight by paying for your surgery. I promise. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna get into that. This meditative moment was rudely broken when Joey and his friends heard someone laughing and taunting other duelists a short distance away. That voice is annoying and can only belong to Mai. Team met Mai on the boat to Duelist Kingdom. She was a manipulative, self-absorbed duelist who had an uncanny ability to always know what card she would draw next. Hey Yugi, are your duels going well? I might be... No, I might be up for a duel myself, so get ready, because I choose to challenge you, Joey. What? You challenge me? You have the guts to accept? I accept. Let's duel. Get ready to lose. Yeah. Bad voices. Bad voices. I'm giving my chance. I should just do goofy voices. Just for the hell of it. But anyways. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Timeline is like, I hear people complaining which is canon, which is what. Well, this is actually how it breaks down. There are at least 3 different Yu-Gi-Oh! Timelines. The first one being the manga timeline. The events that changed that said it. There's 2 major events. There are minor ones too, but there's 2 major events that separate the manga from the anime. The first one being Gozaburo's death. In the anime, Gozaburo doesn't die; he disappears. Oh, that's too strong. That's way too strong. But in the anime, Gozaburo doesn't die, he just disappears. In the manga, he straight up jumps out a window to teach Kaiba a lesson, that to lose is to die. But it's because in the anime, he comes back later. But okay. The other major event is Pegasus's death. By Pegasus dying, events are changed again. To put it nicely, the manga timeline goes in order from the main events, including Pegasus' death, to before the end of the series, they hit Yu-Gi-Oh! R, then the end of the series, then after that, it's Dark Side of Dimensions. The anime timeline differs, though, because those 2 events are changed, the first movie is canon to the anime, because that's what it is. It goes along with the timeline. That's the first movie goes along with the timeline. That's the one with Blue Eye Shining Dragon and all that. And then the anime timeline continues, going onwards from that to include GX and 5Ds, as proven by the second movie, where all three in that timeline cross over, showing that they're all in one timeline. Oh, we might have a short episode today, I say. Okay, we're still good. Yeah, the anime timeline is the one that leads to 5D and GX. Even though there are mangas for both those series, those split off yet again. They still exist in the same timeline, but they exist in the same timeline of the anime, because the events of the manga can't line up like that. Because, like I say, Dark Side Dimensions movie is at the end of the manga timeline currently, because of event at the end of the Duelist Kingdom arc. The manga timeline, like in the manga, Dark Side Dimensions happens. In the anime, we get the virtual world arc for Kaiba creating his own virtual world, or at least the prototype of it. Fine, I'll hit you with it, my. But other slight differences are and this is where the third timeline comes in, because the timeline for Reshuffle Destruction and Sacred Cards has to be a separate timeline altogether in itself for that, because it needs to have characters from both the anime and manga for the player killers. And because they can't exactly do that, it's a little bit trickier. But that's a third timeline. So there's at least 3 timelines of the main original series. But I'll go into more on that next episode. Just break down each exact timeline. But how could I ever lose to such an amateur? I tried to tell you that there's more to Duel Monsters than just kicking the other guy's butt. If you're gonna be a real champion, you gotta learn to care about someone other than yourself. But thank you for joining me for another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist Legacy. I've been Daelix. I'll see you guys next time. I guess this one's kind of short, but see you guys next time. Later!